All right, let's see. All right, shalom, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Am I heard? Is my voice coming fine from your side? Who hear me? Who don't hear me? Mayday, mayday. Good. And you hear the birds too? And the birds are saying hello to you. So I say hello. I'm speaking from outside, so this is why you might hear some noise. I hope you don't mind. Uh, yeah, well, today we have a great news from the Supreme Court, which is really, really great news. I think this is the best news happening for maybe many years in USA. I don't know how many of you knows what the Supreme Court decision about the racism of the Democrat. The Democrat always use excuse uh, of fighting race, like they are sorry, like racism. But in fact, they are the most racist party ever you can imagine. So always they play the race card, and they feel like they own the African people in America. It's like they are in control of the vote of those people. So they want to, literally, they don't want to give them a freedom to be anything. And in order to supposedly to protect the minority between two brackets, because I don't believe in this country there's minority, because every one of us have his voice. Minority is the ones who lost the election. Not because of your color. We have people from all kind of ethnic. They vote for someone or vote against him. You cannot find one party have only one color or one kind of people. But the Democrat always they use the minority card, if we can say, claiming that they are the one who defend African American or other ethnic group. But we know that there's nobody racist as much as the Democrat. In fact, if we go back in history, we will see that the one who was fighting to keep slavery, it was a Democrat, correct? Anyone can go back and check history. The Democrat is the party of the slavery. But anyway, today, the ruling of the court that they cannot make district for election based on race anymore, that is a huge change for election. And maybe you do not know what will happen. Right away, as we speak now, at least the Democrat will lose between 12 to 18 seats right away without doing anything, you know. So right now, the Republican, they have, I think, only 5 seat majority only, something like that. I have a bee is coming in the front of my face. Thank God there's no ladies around, otherwise would jump. She almost stopped on my nose. She could not find a place to to come except between my eyes, almost have a cross eyes, what she is doing. Anyway, uh, yeah, bees. Bzz. Yeah, so anyway, uh, like now they will start changing everything they have been doing, and they will start losing a lot of seats. All days is over. And the decision of the Supreme Court was 6-3, which means it's not like maybe next time we can fix it. 6-3, You know, three oppose, six agree. It's final. Uh, so now I was afraid actually the coming election because of the war, the gas prices, etc. That Democrat they might be able to take control of the House and even maybe senators. You never know. But now they are not going to win anything. They are going to lose. So even if they gain, let us say, in the election a little bit because of the gas prices or whatever people are upset from, they will lose. They need like great gain in order to change the coming election. So this is a big hit against their plan to take over the Congress, which is very important for Trump, to continue against Iran or any other plan for the coming 3 years. So this has actually made me very happy to hear, and I hope soon we will have a great election too, and we will keep controlling the House. They will not be able to take over. Yeah, because they claim, oh, those if we don't give them protection, it's the same as like when you apply for a job. So like if you are from a certain ethnic group, you get the job not because you're qualified. This is what they were doing. Uh, like you are guaranteed to win. It doesn't matter if you deserve it or not. Just because you are from a certain ethnic group, and this is nothing but racism, by the way. This is what racism about, is to make, and it's an insult. It's an insult to give somebody a job, saying this ethnic by their own, they can't get the job unless we give it to them. You're saying they are not qualified, and they will never be qualified. Like saying you are not be fit for the job, but you know what? We will give it to you. Like you are not smart. Let us say those other group they are smart and you are not. It's an insult. It is racism with insult, and we know that this racism garbage thing it doesn't make sense because between every ethnic group there's people who they are super intelligent. Um, it doesn't matter what their color is. Like who can deny that Indian are very smart in computing and computers and programming? Nobody can. Is that affecting? Is their color affecting them? Not to be smart engineers, and that is just a garbage. It's not true. Since when your ethnic is what will make you qualified for something or not? That is what racism. Yeah. And then when you get this kind of racism, then you get somebody in charge of airport, and then he can cause accident because he's not qualified for the job. Those like airport towers, very sensitive job. You have to be vigilant. You have to be smart. You have to be fast. Giving the job for someone is not qualified can cause life of people. Uh, yeah, diversity and equity. Yeah, right. I don't mind to discriminate me if I'm not qualified. Discriminate me. You should discriminate me, especially in jobs where me taking over, I will not do good in it, and I can hurt people. So we are happy to hear this news. You know, like always those. I call them nonsense party. When I became a citizen in USA, they told me you will vote Democrat, right? I said, why I want to vote Democrat? They said, all migrants they vote Democrat. I said, I know. But look like those migrants don't love America because if you love America, you don't vote Democrat. Do you like to have a door for your house? They say yes. It's okay. Democrats don't like to have a door for our house. That's simple. You do not need to discuss too much. People can come. There's no door. They don't want door. They don't want windows. Anything can get in, including bugs. Uh, Yeah, it doesn't make sense. If you love this country, if you migrate to this country because you are looking for something better, well, you better keep it this way. Otherwise, what? I'm going to look tomorrow for a different country. You know what I mean? Did we came here to screw it up or to make it better? Like if you are coming from Mexico and you are a Mexican, you run away from Mexico because Mexico is Mexico. You don't want the USA to be Mexico. You don't want the cartel to take over, all right? So right away, I noticed that this party is anti-sense, anti-common sense, not only anti-America. I mean, those people self-destruction. They are mentally not stable. They send their money overseas to people who hate us most, just to teach them about transgender and what's our business? What's your business? Why you sending $50 million to Hamas for condoms? I mean, that is even beyond. Like you would never like if you hear they send maybe to buy milk for kids, I would say, okay, you know what, milk for kids, you know, milk for kids, makes sense. Condoms, like how stupid you are. what condoms? Are you a government? Anyway, so what I noticed right away that this party is called Democrat is a bunch of gang. It's a gang, and they are controlling the Gen Z, which they lost their common sense anymore to know what their country is about, why they should stand for American anthem, why they should support the flag. They made them hate their country, and they made them believe that Osama bin Laden is a good guy and Hamas is wonderful and Iran is lovely. So, like, they reach a point of stupidity beyond stupidity, and they are hoping this to to continue. And this is why we, as a Christians, we have a duty to teach and to preach. Preaching the gospel can be done in many ways. Sometimes you can preach the gospel without mentioning the name of Jesus. You know that? Without saying any word about Jesus, you can preach the gospel. Because when you stand for anything the gospel stands for, you are preaching the gospel. When you stand for protecting children, you preach the gospel. When you stand against racism, you are preaching the gospel. When you stand for freedom of a human being to be respected, not because of his gender, but because he's a human being. It's not your gender make a human being; it is you being a human being. If you stand against abortion, you are standing for Jesus. So you can preach the gospel without even mentioning the word Jesus. And when we keep silence, it's the same as like you have a yard and the weeds are growing, and you say tomorrow I will clean them, and the day after, next week, oh today it's hot. Then time come, and one day you wake up, you find that all your yard is controlled by weeds. And the Democrat today is the same as weeds. That's how I see them. I never voted for them, not even once, and I will never ever vote for them. All right? They are the weeds. They are not. They are an obstacle for this country to be something better. In the same time, actually, they are weeds for other countries too. Now, I'm not saying that Republican don't we have weeds? No, we have. We have a lot. And between Republican, we have a lot of fake ones. They are Democrat, so we have to watch for those too, who penetrate the party, so they can gain our vote, but in the same time they will vote Democrat. Those we need to watch them carefully too. Watch how they vote, watch how they act. As we know what the Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their speeches. Speeches, there's some people, they are professional, they can make for you the best speech you can imagine. In fact, all politicians, most of them, they don't even write their speech. And now, because we have AI can write a speech for you, and the speech can very convincing, especially if you are, let us say, uneducated or naive. Anyone can lure you into something, Yeah, so it's a good day. And the funny, they asked Trump about it. He was surprised. He did not tell him, and this is telling me that there is a lack in this in his assistance. I mean, how in the world such news did not arrive to the president yet? He heard it from the journalist, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, a lot of people now it's fine to ask AI for something like, let us say, it's not about you know it's not debatable. It's like, what the price of gas today? Okay. uh, something will not change, and something is not depend in opinion. But if you ask AI about something have to do with opinion, then you are in trouble, because AI is just a stupid software. It's not a smart software, it's a stupid software. Collect what the internet is saying. So if the majority have an opinion, that is the opinion supposedly is correct. But we know that the majority opinion is not necessarily correct, right? Like if you ask AI, is Islam Abrahamic? The answer very right away says yes. But we know that's not true, correct? So AI is just an generating an answer based in the publicity of the answer, not in how accurate it is. Like you make a video on YouTube, he make a video on YouTube, that make a post, I make a post, and then we became the majority saying that, then that is the answer. Same time, software have rules, is not to offend, is not to offend somebody. We have an airplane coming. I will mute my microphone for a second. I don't know what's up with those airplanes. Maybe they are looking for somebody. Somebody stole mangoes or something. Uh, yeah. And yesterday, the head of the FBI was arrested. That was fun. Isn't it funny? They worked so hard for almost 4 years to put Trump in jail. Is it true? Every day. I mean, they have nothing to do except searching his papers, his bank, his etc. That let us find something. And then they found that he overvalue his bank, his property. And then the felony coming like one after one, and the court, all of it is Democrat. Yet they could not put him in jail. And then those who they are going to put him in jail, they are counting goats now, like goat number one, goat number two, goat number three. uh, Texas, a new Muslim city is going to be built. Judge order the state must comply with the developer. Well, I don't know if they can appeal or not, but however, for me, I'm not against that actually, because putting those who can be teaching something, certain thing, is better to put them together. It's easier to watch, to monitor and same time, trust me, the Muslim themselves, nobody will live there. You will see. They might be excited right now to be inside this, but then the scandals will happen, sex scandals, bribes. It's a Muslim community, my friend. Muslim community is the most corrupt. I never saw a Muslim community is good. They will be the first one to run away from it. Same time, they cannot say to somebody who is not a Muslim, I want to buy a property there. So send them some Jews, let us see. I'm supposed to believe that Trump is a clean? No, not supposed to believe that. Nobody says that he's a clean. But even if he is dirty, he is way cleaner, way more cleaner than all those Democrats. Who said you're supposed to? That doesn't make sense. All politicians, they do things for their benefit. You don't go for the office or anyone just for to serve you, you know. But we know that Democrats are the most corrupt ever. Like Ilhan Omar, she have three husbands. One of them is her brother. 30 million. She claimed it was a mistake, and now she have only 18,000 in the bank. What about Hunter Biden? Why, if you are the son of Biden, you get away with your crime? If you don't pay your tax, if you lie in your tax, if you lie in your gun license or purchasing, how many years will you stay in jail? Just because you are the son of Biden family, you are out. What about Clinton? You know, this guy, those Democrats, they keep talking about Epstein. Okay, now Epstein release. Oh, they will have more. Okay, now Clinton is already known that he was part of it. What you do to him? Is he going to jail? No, nobody will be in jail. Biden, he had the file for 4 years. Him and Kamala, what they did about it? How come Democrat never asked for it? Not even once. So we know that the statement of like, you want me to believe that Trump is a good guy? Well, for me, I did not vote for Trump because he is a bishop. He's not, and he's not a preacher, and he never quoted a verse of the Bible. But we have two people: a person who put the gay flag on the embassy, every embassy in the world, and a person who will not. A person who will support our enemy Hamas, and he believed that Israel should be destroyed. And his son is corrupt, and he is the big boss, and he took money from China, from Ukraine, all kind of corruption. We have all of them; they are corrupt, all of them. Uh, which one we should have? Kamala Harris, the passage of time, or Trump? You know that the whole world now respect your army and fear you. When Biden was there, when Biden he went to Saudi Arabia, nobody even went to the airport to welcome him because America lost its respect from the other nations. Uh, so we did not vote for Trump because he is an angel, and we know this guy who was always a showtime, girls around him, rich, Oprah. He was one of them one day, but good, he changed. Uh, he took money from the church to go to Mecca, and they discover about him. Okay, that's good. The easiest way to know if the one you want to vote for is a good guy or not. If your enemy like him, he is bad. Is that fair? If we ask you right now, uh, which one Iran prefer to have in the office, Kamala or Trump? Which one the Muslims prefer to have in the office, Kamala or Trump? I think you know the answer. So that is telling you that he is a bad news for those who hate America, and that's mean we will vote for him. No? If the Muslims start promoting him, saying, "Oh, he is wonderful," then there is something to, even though I don't agree with Trump and everything he did, like in Syria, etc. But look like they have no other choices. Uh, the stupid regime is gone. His army demolished. The country will be, everybody can kill and do whatever he wants. So having a government which is a terrorist government, maybe it's better. This is what they think. For me, I believe no. However, uh, America with Trump is a billion times better. Look at the borders. We used to have tens of thousands coming every day. Now we have zero. Who's coming to America? When Biden, as soon he claimed that he won the election, right away he won. He went to TV and he says the borders of America is open. Everybody is welcome. And right away, tens of thousands caravans are coming from everywhere. He told them to come. I don't know if you saw the video of Biden speaking about changing the number of white people in USA. So the plan of the Democrat is to change the demographic number. So they think if we bring people from other countries, then those white people will disappear, and then we Democrat we will control the country forever. So all what they care for is about Democrat controlling the country. I don't know what's up with those airplanes. Maybe I should hang up soon because every 2 minutes there's an airplane. I don't know what's up. Something not something fishy, you know. Helicopter. They are looking for somebody. Uh, yeah. So the plan is obvious. They want to change the population and make America uh, fit with their what they claim to be great. You know, this is how America great for them is having people. I mean, coming from everywhere, and you know, migrants who come here to make money, they are not going to build your country because simply, as soon as this country go down, like again economy, they will leave. They are here for money. They are not here because they love America, right? The funny is, they say to you, like you will see someone. I'm not speaking against a certain group, but just an example. Somebody is Mexican. He is holding Mexican flag. He's against ISIS in New York. ISIS arrested him. They send him back to Mexico. He's upset. But you are holding a Mexican flag. You know why would he be upset? They send you back to the great country you like. You know how they are holding this. Anyone actually, if I am in charge of this country, any person he carry a flag in this country beside the American flag should be deported and should be stripped from his citizenship because obviously you don't belong here. The flag you carry is your citizenship. If you love this country, you don't carry different flag. And this goes for any country. Like if I go to Mexico and I want to be a citizen, and then I carry American flag, well, I will not blame them if they kick me out. You know, you're American. What are you doing here? Go. You don't like our country. You don't like our flag. Send him. You know. Yeah. Any country in the world. But because those Democrats are, you know, they're anti-America. Isn't it? You know, Obama says only losers, you know, join the army. So I'm a loser because I joined the army. After he became president, he started like speaking a speech about the army, how nice it is. But before, he was saying only losers join the army. Yeah, anyone who burned the American flag should be even stripped, even if he's born from in this country. I would do it. Send him. You know, there's many countries they accept. They dump. You can dump. No. In your license, please. Well, you know, if I know, but if you are protesting and going and holding a flag, I will never have any flag for any country except this country. That's it. Either this country is my country or I have different loyalty. For the safety and security of the country, you should not allow somebody have double loyalty. All right? It doesn't matter what the name of the country you're in. So any country, when they protect their own ground, they should not accept others to carry other flags. Uh, you can, for sure you are coming from a country. Nobody is asking you to forget about it and hate your country. No, that's not what you are saying. But your loyalty to where, which country is yours? What are you? Well, it's not about you agree or not. If I'm in charge, trust me, if you're an American, I will strip you from citizenship. What happened? The whole day, the street was so quiet, and the second I decided to go live, motorcycle, airplanes, everything went wrong. There was only birds. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, it was only birds. I decided to go live. Suddenly, every engine is walking by. We are not saying that God did not create nations. Nobody should hate his. This is the whole point, actually, that he should support, you know, the country who give you respect, the country who give you your right, is your country. If you are born in a country, I did not choose to be born in it. I did not. But if that country, I will be treated like a dog. I will have no right to talk, to worship, to believe, to oppose, to agree, not to agree. Will that country treat me like an animal? So the country where you get respect is your country. All right. This is just for the local law to fight the no common sense of those Democrats. The funny, they are against American flag, but they support every flag, even Al Qaeda flag. So if you're against flags, then you should be against flags. Are you like international? You believe in open borders. So why you support other flags? So they contradict themselves too. You like me in America? All right. What happened? I went live. Now suddenly, I don't know. I hear all kind of noise. Oh boy! Seriously, it was so quiet. People working, people cutting stuff. Let me mute my microphone. I will get inside, guys. Just give me a minute. All right. All right. Sorry for that, man. The noise became so crazy. I'm sure after I finish my life, they will be quiet. Things will go back to normal. But as long as I'm talking to you, suddenly airplanes, motorcycles. cutting grass. You know what we can say. All right. Yeah, you don't have a problem to show your flag in USA because American people are nice people. But if you go to different country, you might have a problem. See, this is the nice thing about America. Americans are very nice. But if you decide to favor your flag, that means you don't belong to this country. However, I have a question for you. Why you have a flag? Why you have a Brazilian flag? Can you give me the reason? Why you are carrying in America a Brazilian flag? You have to have a reason, right? Because you're Brazilian? So you're not American? So why you apply for American citizenship? You are lying to yourself? You have a double personality? No, you cannot love, no, this your country. When you carry a flag, that is the flag of your country. So when you say I carry a Brazilian flag, that's not, America is not your country. That Brazil is with you, not America. So you're not being loyal. And if you ask me, if I am in charge, I will strip you from your citizenship. Because it's obvious you prefer Brazilian flag. If I am in charge, trust me, I will never allow, because it's about loyalty. If you want a nation to be strong, united, you don't allow this nonsense. Why you have two flags in front of your house, like Germany and America? What does that mean? Either you are German or you are American. And the same for the kids. They have to be taught to love their country, because that is even dangerous for national security in the future. You hire, your son go to army, and then maybe somebody, he will tell him to let us spy for the benefit of this country. Already he have two flags. Maybe he have three flags. Maybe his mother is Russian, his father is German, and now they live in USA, and now he's American citizen. All right? It's very dangerous. You might take it lightly that it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. China, they send their student to study in USA, right? And then after some time, he maybe get married or get job and get a green card, and he became a citizen, but he is loyal to the government of China. They send him to study. They paid for his tuition. He spy at USA, he sent information, and go check how many cases already we have. Very dangerous. In fact, America is exposed because of migration. How many people they can get citizenship in China, Chinese citizenship? How many last year? Zero? They are smarter than us here, you know. They knew that that will bring a lot of risk. So are you lucky that you are in a country where immigration allow you to come here, become a citizen, you have the right equal to everybody. But then those people in this country, if they don't protect their own ground, they will lose it. Look what happened to Cyprus as an example. They allow Turkish to come and work. Turkish worker, we need somebody to clean the garbage. We need somebody to do, like concrete work. We bring them slowly. They became big in number, and now they took half of the country. They took literally half of the country. Don't you want to learn? I have my own social security number as a student. Well, I believe this is wrong. They should not give you social security number. They should create a number for student, have nothing to do with social security. Like something can be used in that field, but it's not a social security. You see, this is a weakness of the system, should be changed. This weakness should be changed. Otherwise, why somebody is not from this country, he get a social security, which can be confusing for many about what his situation here. Well, good for China. They are loyal. That's good. You see, we are trying to teach people to be loyal to their country. I'm not saying that Chinese are wrong. I'm saying they are right. If somebody is loyal, you know, but you know, in the case of China, not everybody. I'm saying, like especially those who they are just sent as a student, they are sent in a mission. The mission is clear. You go register in like whatever engineering, something have to do with high tech. Penetrate the system, spy at the software. You go to the laboratory, copy the software, you send it to us, etc. So they are not students coming to study, they are a student coming to spy and to learn new technology and to steal it. And then when you do that, you are a hero for your country because you are helping your country. So I don't blame the Chinese for being smart. Do you? I don't blame the Chinese for being loyal to his country. Nobody can blame him. But blame the stupid who gave them the opportunity to do what they are doing. Right? Everything is made in USA. I'm talking even about like innovation will be copied in the speed of light and go to China. Did you ask yourself how? You made the chat GPT, they have DeepSeek, it costs like less than 500,000. How they can do it? Because they stole the software. They learned the idea. They build it in their way. And they claim now this is their own software. So you spend many years doing research, trying to come with innovation. In China, the government, they steal it and they use it in a minute. In China, when I went there, I tried to open, they asked me for my, I think, ticket or something. But anyway, you cannot open many apps, including Google. Gmail will not open, you know. I try to open Gmail, it doesn't work. Even offline, it doesn't work. Yeah, try to open, it doesn't work. You click at the app. They are very careful. Here we have zero care. Like now we have many scientists went missing. Until now, they don't know what happened to them. Many of them get killed. How they die, who killed them, nobody knows. Some they are gone, nobody knows where they go. Nobody can find them. All have connection to nuclear, NASA, you know, like high technology. We don't have really a good government watching carefully. The Chinese, they know everything about every citizen. Everything about you is known already. Like we are against communism, but we have to say that America facing a big failure when it's come to know what their enemy preparing for them. It's very easy to penetrate the American system. How in the world Ilhan Omar, she became a congresswoman? How someone she came as a refugee and she support loudly, clearly Islamic terrorist group. How she can be a Congress? And you know what Congress mean? Congress mean you can reach out to information. It's not for public. Sometimes even high sensitive information. How she can be a congresswoman? So this is how easy it is to penetrate the system in USA. A person who came as a refugee a few years ago, she came as a kid, teenage. You gave her free housing, free food, and now she is your boss. Is it possible for me, if I go to Somalia, if they have a Congress, to be a Congress? Never. Never happen. It's good because people overprice technology and use it like a weapon. Well, China is not doing you like a charity when they take technology and they give it, still they make money from it. However, there's a price you pay. When you use a Chinese product, they can penetrate into your information, your system, your, like I bought a security camera. I cannot use it. I know that this is a camera is not secure. This camera open alone by itself, you know. Somebody is opening the camera, and I check it's coming the IP from China, you know. So I bought it to see what this camera. It was a cheap, very good price. The camera is very good, but oh, suddenly the light is on. You know, oh, how the light is on? Why it's on? I turn it off. Yeah, I check the IP. It's coming from China. So the Chinese, company. I will not be surprised if it's owned by government too. They spy at every house, have those cameras. Anyway, smart nation. They have to. You see, big empire. They used to be exist and they are gone. Why? Because it was the same as America now. Open border, freedom, like superior, proud, arrogant. They think they are like in the sky and nobody can reach out to them. But this is the point where you start going down. You think you're up. But we since Trump he came, a lot of a change happened. It's not enough yet. It's not enough. It need a lot of work more. Actually, the American, they use an antenna. Actually, they give them money. They give money to China. Supposedly, China is a developing country. Like it's not. They need help. I don't know if you watch videos about China. I mean, even the door of a building is face recognition. Every store you pay by phone. Delivery is way smarter than Amazon. Sandwiches, they can come to you with the drone. People are way more disciplined. You will not find the graffiti in any bus. Buses right now are driven without a driver. They have AI driving the buses. Taxis are AI driven. I mean, they are way advanced, and they claim that we are the advanced, and they are like a third world country. Uh, until now, which store you can pay with your phone in USA? Until now, I mean, even countries from the cave time, they have such a payment. We don't have it. Uh, how much we pay for phone service? How in Ukraine I was able to get a phone service, high speed, 300 something, you know, for $6 a month? How it's possible? And how it is possible here that you have to pay $70, $80? Like, isn't it the same for, and actually it's way better than here. Here, if I move around, I will lose my signal. Very high speed internet for $6, unlimited. Why in America we are paying gas, expensive gas, when we are selling gas? Anybody can explain? Can Trump explain to us how we are producing 21 million barrel a day, which mean more than Saudi Arabia and Emirat and Kuwait together, almost, maybe without Kuwait. Yet we are paying a lot for gas. Why gas now is getting expensive if we are selling oil, which means we are not short of oil? You see, Trump is not doing his job. Actually, let's come to this. Those companies are in control. They price as they wish, right? Otherwise, doesn't make sense. We're producing oil. We're not buying oil. That will make sense if we are buying oil from Saudi Arabia and those countries, and then we have limited supply. But nothing changed for us. In fact, we are selling more. That here is the greed of the big corporation, who they are in control of the government, and obviously Trump don't dare to oppose them. Yeah, but government, they can always force prices, especially if the companies are not losing anyway. You are still making good money, right? You can say you can sell it inside the country first. The country first. Companies are not more powerful than government, so you are not making them lose. Still, you are making a lot of money, but you should not allow them, uh, to do theft. No, I think Trump is not doing his job when it's come to this, because I think he can force them to price it in an acceptable way. But he is making the billionaires who they are donating for him happy. As all politicians always, they have to take care of the rich ones first, because those are the one who pay, the bills, right? In fact, there's many countries around the world, they produce oil, but the oil inside the country is so expensive. Their citizens pay a lot of money. Uh, like Norway, let me see. Norway gas price. Norway gas price should be very cheap. Actually, right now it is equal to $2.32 a liter. Oh, that's expensive. A liter. Why Norway the price is so expensive? That's expensive. That means almost the same price as here for a gallon, if not more. So how country produce a lot of oil like Norway, and they are selling oil, they are paying such money for gas? Very strange. Not funny, Daniel. Anyway, you don't have to agree with me. But today, at least, we have a good news about the Supreme Court, and we are happy to have this decision because that will impact the election for a long, long time. It's not about this election only. It's going to change everything, you know. And if we are able to gain more conservative from the new generations, convince them to join us, then Democrat will never ever rule the country again. So today news is very good, you know, very good. And remember, if America run by conservative, that will affect other countries. Like you notice actually, when Biden when Biden was in charge, Europe follow, became woke, more woke. You know what I mean? Like the King of England, who did not even celebrate the Easter, when he came here, he made a speech about in the front of the Congress. He found himself he have to say that he's a Christian. He never says a Christian in England, but now because he knew this is the influence now, those people, the majority, they are the Christians. So I have to say I'm a Christian to get more acceptance and more things to be done. So America, the Christian, will influence other countries in politics, even if he's lying, you know. Uh, so it's for benefit of the whole West to have American Christian government that will influence the freedom of speech. Look at them. I mean, in the UK, people are getting jailed for a post in Facebook. They were never happened before, you know. Even the communists are better than them. In communist country, they have more freedom. Yeah, it's possible that this guy, this wicked guy, is a Muslim. Maybe we don't know. Anyway, that was a very good news for me, and I wanted to share it with you. And I hope we had a good time. I'm not going to keep you longer. I said, let me drink my coffee with you guys and share this news and discuss it with you. And we hope for best for everybody. And again, we Christians around the world, we are a family. When I speak about American flag, I'm not saying that if you are from different country, you're worth nothing. No, but I'm talking what is right. You have to protect what you have, and you have to teach your kids to love their country, because the worst person is the one who hates his own land. You know what he would do when a person he hates his own land? He hurt people. He will hurt his own people. The first impact of a person who hates his own is to hurt his own. He will support your enemy. So it is not good for any country in the world to have citizens who hate their own. You get my point? It's not about you being American and he is being Chinese and this guy being Japanese. A person who don't love his country, he will hurt the people of his country. He hate it. He will hate everybody around him. He will turn like an animal, you know. A person carrying a knife, he want to stab everybody because he hate everybody. When a person he love his country, he love everybody in the country. He believe this country belong to him, and those people are his people. When you hate your own country, you believe those people are not the right people for you. So it's very dangerous to have people who they are running in the street and they think they are from different species. You know, He will be like a zombie, stranger. And then he can act in a very wicked way. Exactly. This is why Democrat Party is, you know, you see, sometime like I wish we have a dictator in this country for maybe a few years to fix it, because you need a dictator to fix the mess we have. Like Trump, he built a wall. Biden, he take down the wall. Trump, he come back, he start building the wall again. Trump, he go. Democrat come, they take down the wall. How you can fix a country like this, where two groups are totally the opposite? They don't even agree about common sense. Like, let us protect our borders. We have troops in Germany. We have troops everywhere, but we don't have troops in our borders. We have army in Japan. I mean, all the way in the Philippines, but we don't have a soldier in our border. So you protect the border of everybody, but not yours. Doesn't make sense, right? That was called stupidity. All right. Well, I better go now. And good for us. The Supreme Court became more conservative than before. And I hope some of those Democrats who left in the Supreme Court will retire soon. So Trump can replace them with someone more conservative, so we can have control of our Supreme Court for long, long time to come. I hope so. Right now, obviously, we have 6-3, which is very good, actually. But it would be nicer if we have 9-9. That would be wonderful. All right. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And God is good. So is Jesus. Thank you.